Welcome to Dark Angels, the podcast that pulls back the sunny, golden curtain of Southern California to reveal the shadows lurking beneath. I'm your host, Kat.
And I'm your co-host, Mark.
Right.
Today we're diving deep into a topic that has defined this region for over a century.
Okay.
Its long, dark, and dramatic, shockingly dense history with serial killers.
You know, when you think of Southern California, you think of beaches, Hollywood, endless sunshine.
Yeah.
But, Mark, for a very long time, this place was grimly known as the serial killer capital of America.
It's a chilling contrast, isn't it?
It is.
We're going to take a journey through time, starting in the black and white noir era of the 1940s.
Right.
Moving through the chaos of the 70s and 80s, and we'll see how these real-life monsters, they didn't just terrorize the streets. They infected our nightmares by creating the very blueprint for modern horror.
And we'll also get into the truly weird side of it all, the supernatural and occult connections that cling to these stories like a shroud,
Right.
making them feel more than just true crime.
Yeah.
Let's start way back in post-war Los Angeles with a case that still haunts the city to this day,
Okay.
the Black Dahlia.
The year is 1947.
Wow.
The body of Elizabeth Short, a 22-year-old aspiring actress, is found in a vacant lot.
Yeah.
Her body was severed in half, drained of blood, and her face was carved into a grotesque, permanent smile.
Oh, wow.
It remains one of the most brutal and infamous unsolved murders in American history.
And right there, that's the genesis of the LA noir trope,
Totally.
the dark side of the Hollywood dream.
Yeah.
A beautiful young woman comes to the city with stars in her eyes and ends up a tragic, sensationalized headline.
Right.
The horror wasn't just the crime itself, but the media frenzy and the deep, dark mystery that followed. It created a myth.
It's a myth that we see played out in movies and shows constantly.
All the time.
But as we move forward in time, the killers become, even more audacious, more theatrical.
Right.
In the late 60s, the Zodiac Killer began his reign of terror.
The Zodiac was so terrifying because he was a ghost who loved the spotlight.
Yeah.
He communicated directly with the police and the press through these bizarre coded letters.
Right.
One of his ciphers famously began with that chilling line, "This is the Zodiac speaking."
Wow.
And he created that crosshair symbol, which is still one of the most recognizable and frightening icons of true crime.
He was playing a twisted game.
Totally.
And there's an undeniable occult flavor to it. He named himself after the astrological zodiac. He created these elaborate ciphers filled with strange symbols.
Yeah.
He was actively building his own myth, his own boogeyman persona.
Right.
The film Zodiac by David Fincher perfectly captures that obsessive, maddening hunt for a man who was more of a phantom than a person.
But while the Zodiac was a phantom, the next major horror to strike California had a very public and very disturbing face.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about Charles Manson. The Manson family murders in 1969 weren't just killings.
No.
They were a profound cultural shockwave.
Right.
Many say it was the moment the peace and love dream of the 60s officially died.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Manson broke the mold. He wasn't a typical lone wolf serial killer.
No.
He was a charismatic cult leader. He manipulated his followers, his family, into committing these horrific acts for him, like the infamous murder of pregnant actress Sharon Tate.
Right.
He twisted Beatles' lyrics into a deranged prophecy about an apocalyptic race war he called Helter Skelter.
And that's where you see the connection to horror movies become so explicit.
Yeah.
The story was so bizarre, so nightmarish, it felt like fiction.
Totally.
The 1976 TV movie Helter Skelter became one of the most watched television events ever because it tried to make sense of this incomprehensible evil.
Right.
The monster wasn't some ghoul in a faraway castle. He was a charismatic musician who could have been your neighbor.
That's the real terror.
It is.
But as we entered the late 70s and especially the 80s, the floodgates in Southern California just burst open.
Ugh, yeah.
You had the hillside strangler, the freeway killer. It was relentless.
Yeah.
But the one who truly embodied pure, terrifying, almost supernatural evil for that era was Richard Ramirez,
Oof.
the Night Stalker.
The Night Stalker is perhaps the most perfect real-life horror movie villain.
Yeah.
He was a brutal home invader who seemed to strike at random, killing, assaulting, and robbing.
Right.
No one felt safe. I mean, people were literally nailing their windows shut in the middle of a blistering hot Los Angeles summer.
Wow.
The fear was palpable across the city.
And he brought that supernatural element to the forefront.
Mm-hmm.
This wasn't subtle or symbolic.
No.
Ramirez was an avowed Satanist. He would draw pentagrams on the walls of his victims' homes or even on their bodies.
Yeah.
When he was finally caught and had his first day in court, he held up his palm with a pentagram drawn on it and yelled, "Hail Satan!"
And this was at the absolute hype of the satanic panic in the 1980s, and to many, Ramirez was the living, breathing embodiment of it.
Totally.
It's no surprise that Ryan Murphy made him a major recurring character in American Horror Story. He's portrayed as this dark, seductive, almost supernaturally empowered force of evil.
Which brings us to a place that seems to be a real-world nexus for all this darkness.
Oh, yeah.
The Cecil Hotel in downtown L.A. is a place with a long, cursed history.
Infamous.
It has seen multiple suicides and murders, and it's a place where the Night Stalker, Richard Ramirez, would reportedly stay between his killing sprees.
It's infamous, and today it's considered one of the most haunted buildings in America.
Right.
Its reputation was cemented in 2013 with the bizarre disappearance and tragic death of Elisa Lam.
Yeah.
That elevator security footage of her acting so erratically as if she's hiding from someone or something that we can't see is pure, unadulterated nightmare fuel.
Her body was later found in one of the hotel's rooftop water tanks.
Ugh.
While the official cause of death was accidental drowning, the circumstances are so profoundly strange that they've spawned endless paranormal theories and conspiracy theories.
And of course, the Cecil Hotel became the direct inspiration for the haunted hotel in American Horror Story, Hotel.
Right.
A place where the ghosts of victims and killers walk the halls together.
Wow.
That's the ultimate example of how this region's real-life horrors and its supernatural legends bleed directly into the fiction we consume.
Yeah.
The line between fact and fiction it completely dissolves.
It's a fascinating feedback loop.
It is.
The real horror inspires the fiction, and the fiction then reshapes how we remember the real events.
Exactly. These stories have become modern American myths, woven into the very DNA of Southern California.
For sure.
They're a stark reminder that even in the brightest, sunniest places, the darkest things imaginable can happen.
That's all the time we have for today on Dark Angels.
Now, here's a question we'd like you to think about. Does turning these real-life tragedies into horror entertainment help us process our collective fears? Or does it risk glorifying the very monsters who caused so much pain?